Good evening and welcome to Sports Hub. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Modern Sinkala. Well, this is Chipolo Polo week and we're in Chipolo Polo mood because Chipolo Polo will be taking on Mauritania on Friday. So we are giving them support. It will be the first game of the World Cup qualifier series. And so the Chipolo Polo are away in Mauritania as they seek to qualify for the very first time at the Qatar 2022 World Cup. So I'll be giving you more details later on the program. So today I have interesting guests in basketball and hockey. But before I introduce them, let me review the quiz photo I asked you last week. Remember, every program I ask you to identify a certain sportsman or woman. And that man there, I didn't receive any call, so it means maybe you failed to identify him. That's Madaliso Mutia, Zambia's #1 male golfer. He is the only Zambian to have come close to winning the Zambia Open when he finished second. But up to now, it has remained a mystery for Zambians to win the Zambia Open from the time it was introduced in the late 60s. So that's Madaliso Mutia there. He's based in South Africa at the moment, and hopes are still high that maybe he'll be the first Zambian to win the Zambia Open, Madaliso Mutia. I have another quiz question for you, quiz photo for you. I want you to identify that man there. Who is that man? He is a legend in Zambian sports, and he has won some titles. Give me a call. The number will be displayed on the screen. Give me a call to identify that sportsman on your screen. Who is he? I'll be so glad to hear from you. I want to know how much you know your sportsmen and women. So I'll be so glad. Right. So before I introduce my guests in the studio, let's look at some of the results from the weekend. Just today, well, it's all joy in Zambia because Green Buffaloes women's football team today beat Tura Magic of Namibia by a 0-0, and that means they've qualified to the semi-finals of the CAF Women's Champions League. So currently the games are being played in South Africa. So they're playing in regions. There's West Africa, there's Southern Africa. So COSAFA is handling the Southern African competition. So the top two teams will go and represent the region at the CAF Women's Champions League in Egypt. So we are hoping that Green Buffaloes will be among the top two teams. So they're just a win away from representing the region at the Continental Showpiece. Remember, it's the first time the Women's Champions League is being introduced. So well done to Green Buffaloes. They lost the first match by 2-0 at the hands of Rhinos Queens, Black Rhinos Queens of Zimbabwe, but that did not make them lose morale. So today they bounced back and beat Tura Magic of Namibia by a 0-0. And also in other items happening in the National Motor Rally Championship over the weekend, it was the third round. So we started with a qualifying stage in the showgrounds before it went to Lusaka West for the main rally on Sunday. And the winners, it was Leroy Gomes who emerged first, navigated by his wife Eshla Gomes. So they emerged in first position. Second was Cleveland Gomes. He is Leroy Gomes' brother. So it's the Acid Boys coming first and second. So Cleveland Gomes, #2, navigated by Sylvia Malidwe. In third place, there was Farouk Siddiq, navigated by Papu Saran. Fourth position, Mujo Simakoloi, navigated by Laston Chulu. Fifth position, Laston Hamonga, navigated by Jongo Hamonga. Sixth position, Azim Tikle with his Toyota Land Cruiser, navigated by Fred Changocho. And then Miles Chulu, Miles Chulu, actually, she is the daughter to Geoffrey Chulu. So she was navigated by the father, Geoffrey Chulu, emerging seventh. So only 7 vehicles managed to finish. So like I said earlier on, Chipolo Polo are taking on Mauritania this Friday. The match will kick off at 18 hours Zambian time. So it's a crucial match. So they'll play back-to-back. After playing Mauritania on Friday, on Tuesday, Zambia will be hosting Tunisia at Levi Manassa Stadium in Ndola. So two important matches. So for this game on Friday, at least we know that Patson Daka is in and also Enoch Mwepu is in. So it's a morale booster to the Chipolo Polo. Then on Thursday, Monica Munga will be taking to the track at the Paralympic Games. That's Monica Munga there. Hopes are high that she'll be able to qualify from this. So she'll be participating in the 400 meters race, category T13. Monica Munga there, the only representative at the 2020 Paralympic Games being held in Tokyo right now as we are talking. Right, and then let's look at the English Premier League Week 3 results. On Saturday, it was Manchester City thrashing Arsenal by 5-0. Aston Villa 1, Brentford 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Everton 2. So Enoch Mwepu's side losing by 2-0 at the hands of Everton. And Arsenal also can't stop losing. They've lost 3 games in a row. Right now, as we are talking, they're right at the bottom of the table. Newcastle United 2, Southampton 2, Norwich City 1, Leicester City 2. At least Patson Daka's team won by 2-1. West Ham United 2, Crystal Palace 2, Liverpool 1, Chelsea 1. On Sunday, it was Burnley 1, Leeds United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Watford 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Manchester United 1. So as we are talking, Tottenham Hotspurs have recorded 3 wins out of 3 games. They're on top with 9 points. Then there are 5 teams who are on 7 points. Incredible. You can see how competition is. Then Leicester City as well as Brighton, both on 6 points. So that's what is happening in various sports disciplines. There was also a national volleyball league which was held in Kabwe. So Prison Leopards women's team has continued leading because they won 2 games. And then in the men's category, Indeni are now on top. And in terms of rugby, Mufulira Leopards have continued also topping. This was after they beat Green Eagles by 13 points to 7. This was in a match played at the Leopards Cage in Mufulira. That's a Mufulira rugby club. So it was interesting. Then the women also, the Leopardesses of Mufulira beat Green Eagles women's team by 36 points to 29. So it was a happy weekend for the town of Mufulira. Okay, time for me to introduce the guests, but before that, let's dance to a song done by Mozegeta titled Mwila Sakamana. So a song dedicated to the Chipolo Polo, Mwila Sakamana na Ngutuine na Ngutuluse. So here's Mozegeta.
Wina
That's Mozegeta there saying Zambian and Mwalusa Mwilasa Kamana Pantule Lotwala win. But I feel the video has to be redone so that there'll be more shots of Chipolo Polo. Yes, incredible skills by Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and all that. But we need more of Zambian stuff. So wishing the Chipolo Polo all the best. Time for me to introduce my guests, and the first one is Harrison Banda. Harrison is a basketball player. He is one of the hotcakes right now in the Midlands Basketball League. So let's welcome Harrison Banda on the stage. That's Harrison Banda. You can even see the height, that this height is actually for basketball. So you can just stand just there as you wait for another guest to join you. That's Harrison Banda. So currently playing for NAPSA Hurricanes basketball team. He's played for teams like Bulldogs and also as a guest player for Unza Pacers. Right. We also have David Kapeso. He is a hockey player. He won a silver medal with the under-18 team during the youth games. Africa Youth Games. That's him there. Yes, he's of medium height, but very good when it comes to the game of hockey. So he is the vice captain of the under-18 team. Well, that's the team which competed at the Africa Youth Games in Algeria, minted the silver medal, and also went to Argentina at the Youth Olympic Games and also performed well. So that's David Kapeso. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. You can come and join me here. Well, I can't wait for the challenge at the end of the program. We'll see whether Harrison Banda will use height advantage or maybe David Kapeso, just according to his stature, he'll be able to challenge Harrison Banda. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here.
Thanks a lot for having us here as well.
Okay, all right. So these are the gentlemen. But before I engage them, let's watch a clip, a hockey clip. I was talking about how the under-18 team managed to go to Algeria and also managed to bring a silver medal. So let's just see a clip of hockey before I engage David Kapeso. Oh, did you see someone wearing shirt number 8? That's David Kapeso. So he's not only good at hockey, I think he has another talent in dancing as well. David, what are some of the memories you have of that event or the video we played?
That tournament, it was a great tournament for me. Like I really had a massive experience. Being as a youth, we didn't just go there like for at the games. We even went there for adventure, and it really contributed so much to our lives. Like everyone went there, we really enjoyed. Like we had an opportunity to interact with different places, different people. Yes, of which we really had so much fun.
Okay.
Sure.
Wow. Okay, we'll get into details on how it was for you in Algeria. But tell us, how did you start playing hockey?
Oh yeah. Before I started playing hockey, I used to play football and boxing. I used to play football and boxing. I got my inspiration to play hockey from football because I really loved so much football, but I couldn't find myself like getting into the main team because due to the congested players in football. So which like I had to find for a sport which was similar to football, and that was hockey. And I had to shift my focus from football to hockey. Yeah, that's how I started hockey. I started playing hockey in 2011.
2011.
Sure.
Okay, so at that time it was very difficult to break through in football.
Yes, it was very difficult to break from football.
What?
But I had so much desire for football, but it was very difficult.
Okay, what position were you playing?
In football, I was playing number 8. I was a midfielder.
Oh, midfielder.
Sure.
Okay, which clubs did you play for?
I played for Young Buffaloes at the old Olympic, at the old Independence Stadium, and for OIDC, at OIDC.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. So from the time you shifted focus to hockey, have you ever gone back to play football again?
Yeah, like for football, I usually play for my dollars. Like during weekends, on my free time, we do organize some matches, then we play, but not really like necessarily training or no.
You are playing Madala football already. How old are you?
I'm 20.
You are 20 and you're already playing Madala.
Yes.
Football.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so give us a feeling of how it was when you just started playing, when you entered the hockey field. I'm sure the OIDC hockey field is the first one in Zambia, right?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
It's the first hockey field like in Zambia. Like, the TAFE is the first. So which I started playing hockey in 2011, like I've stated. Then the feeling was really different. It was really amazing. Like from there, like I had so much fun. Like everyone from our area, where I used to came from, like they were playing hockey. So which like I generated that generosity then. Started playing with them. We had so much fun, in having so much fun.
Which club were you playing for then?
By then I was playing for Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing for Sharks by then. From Sharks, that's when I shifted to Young Boys. From Young Boys, that's when now like we formed a club, Hotspurs, in 2015. 2015, then that's the same club I'm still playing for now.
Hotspurs. Okay.
Sure.
How have you performed at Hotspurs from 2015 up to now?
The experience has been massive. Like I have been going as a club. Currently, we are topping the ZDH League. We are topping the ZDH League. We emerged victorious. Like we carried the ZDH League in 2019, and for that I'm the team captain for Hotspurs Hockey Club, and the performance has been massive. Like the graph is really going high.
Nice.
I can say.
Great to hear. Let's also hear from Harrison Banda. We are told he's the hottest player at the moment. Tell us how you started playing basketball.
Yeah, I started playing basketball in 2008. Yeah, I get to know the game through my friend, who was a classmate. Yeah, that was we were in grade 6 that time. Yeah, that's when I started playing basketball. He introduced me to a certain coach by the name of William Skapanda. Yeah, he's the one that.
William.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's the one who was teaching me the basics and everything from under 12 to 15 until under 18. Yeah, then from later on I decided to join another team.
Okay.
Yes.
So you used to play for the youth basketball league. I mean, you used to play in the youth basketball.
Yes, I started. I was 11 years old when I started playing basketball.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I've been playing basketball for the last 13 years, from 2008. So
Wow.
I've played for the under 12, under 15, and under 18. Yeah, before I go to the masculine league, yeah, which is a professional league now here in Zambia.
Incredible. What
Yeah.
motivated you to play basketball? Is it your height or what?
I know it was my friend. I just used to love the way you looked, yeah, the shorts, the vest, yeah. So it intrigued me as well to start playing basketball. And at that time I was very short and fat, yeah. So I think I grew taller should be grade 11, yeah. But I used to be very short and very fat. As in, a lot of people used to say, you can play basketball, you're really lazy, you're fat, you can't run. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
It's been a journey indeed.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
And which was the first professional club that you joined?
It was Bulldogs under the late coach Papa Adinafemwale. Yeah, that was, we first started in the B League. We played for 2 seasons. Then the other season we managed to make it to the A League, but unfortunately we were relegated. But again we managed to bounce back to the A League. So up to now even Bulldogs is still in the A League. But later on I joined another team, yeah, when I was offered a scholarship at Zikas. Okay. Yeah, through Zikas Blazers Basketball Club, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So how was the experience playing at Bulldogs?
It was a good experience because the coach really knew what he was doing. Yeah, from the fundamentals. He was a coach who used to coach me personally. He used to tell me come early before the guys, so that you train, then you train the guys as well. So he was someone who was very concerned about me, and he wanted me to develop and to become the player that I am right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from Bulldogs you switched to Zika's Blazers.
Zika's
so
Blazers,
or
yes.
because of the scholarship that you got?
Yeah, it's because of the scholarship. That's when I joined. In fact, I was loaned to Zika's Blazers for that scholarship because Bulldogs couldn't afford to cater for my tuition fees. So Zika's Blazers came in and offered that scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you studying?
I was studying banking and finance. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So sportsmen and women now are taking like education seriously.
Yes. You know, sport. At some point, you grow old and you won't be able to do the things that you're doing now. Yeah. The mind might want to, but the body will definitely stop you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you done with school?
Yeah, I'm done with school,
Okay.
but I'm about to enroll for my degrry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to start my degree very soon. Yeah.
Okay. At the
Yeah.
same school.
No. We'll see. Maybe Unilas or Cavendish. We'll see how much savings I'll have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after you were done, then you had to switch clubs again. You left Zika's Blazers.
Yeah, I left Zika's Blazers, went to Bulldogs again. Then from Bulldogs I went to Tanzania to play for a club called Oilers. Yeah, I was there for a year plus, yeah. But we didn't win anything that side. Then I came back. That's when I joined NAPSA Hurricanes. Yeah, up to date now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the NAPSA Hurricanes are performing very well at the moment.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. Because even the time I joined them, I think it should be in week 6 or week 7. I found that the league already kicked off. Yeah. So, but we pushed until we came out 4th. We even made it to the national championship. Yeah, in the Copper Belt. Yeah,
Okay.
despite joining the league almost on the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite position?
I'm a power forward. But I can play almost every position, but I just limit myself to power forward. Just because you know how Zambian basketball setup is. Just because you're tall, you're just supposed to play that power forward. It's different from our friends, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one are you there?
Yeah, that's me in Jazz 11.
Jazz 11, playing for Unza Pesas.
Unza Pesas. I was a guest player. I was invited for some games in SA for the Basketball Africa League qualifiers, yeah.
Oh, so that was in South Africa?
That's South Africa. Then this is Rwanda now, in Kigali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's also allowed one can play as a guest player just for a particular tournament?
Yeah, it is. I think you're allowed to. There's a provision, I think, for 2 or 4 players, yeah. So
Okay.
you're allowed to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us the experience in South Africa then.
Yeah, it was a good experience, a very good experience, yeah. Because we started from SA, then SA we managed to qualify to Rwanda. So I had to meet certain coaches from the States, and also I had to work out from them. So I learned a lot. It was good exposure for me, yeah. Ever since the time I came from that side, I've been a different player.
How was your performance there?
Yeah, it was very good, yeah. I think I averaged 2 games. I think 2 or 3 games I was the man of the match.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Like when you are playing, when you are on the court, what gives you the motivation to push hard?
I think I'm one person that loves winning. So I think that's a motivating factor for me, yeah. Just to win all the time, just to win, yeah. Because everyone loves everyone that wins, so definitely have to win, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from the time you started playing when you were quite young, what are some of the achievements that you've scored? Any medals or any awards at home?
Yeah, I have quite a medals. I think I've got 10 plus medals, yeah. From youth basketball to school basketball, high school basketball, from ZBA, I think I have some medals from Malawi, from Zimbabwe, from Tanzania. I think each country that I went to, I think I got a medal, yeah. And I've been to 5 African countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been counting your, can we say baskets? Have you been counting how many baskets you've scored?
No, but maybe in a particular game I'm able to count, but not as in the overall baskets that I've scored.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have such statistics here in Zambia. I think we don't have anyone that does that, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we are not yet advanced to that level, yeah.
Okay, but do you think maybe it's high time we started doing that? Because, for instance, maybe for Michael Jordan, you tell how many he scored when he was
even
playing.
how many shots he
exactly.
missed, yeah. So I think it's a good thing, yeah, because even if you have those statistics, it's even to select players. if you know that, no, this person is able to shoot, you can give assists. So you're able to say, no, this player can fit in here, this player can fit in there. So I think it's such a good thing if you have such an app or something that can be recording such statistics.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Let me get back to David. How were you selected to be part of the under-18 national team?
We started first with the provision or team selection. We had about 50 plus players. Like that was in 2015 after they came from the first team. First I went to Nanjing, China, 2014.
Oh, so you were also in China in 2014?
No, I was in China.
Okay.
Like our coach Samuel,
Mm.
it was like it was the one who was in that team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that went to China. Yeah, and the guys came out 7th.
Mm.
Yes, then from there, with that Molao, they came and they selected the team. We were about 50 plus players. We started with the 2015, 2016, 2017. We are reduced to about 35. Then 2017, December, somewhere there, we are reduced to 20. Then in September 2018, we were reduced to 12. 12, the competition was stiff because the number was very little. Like they only needed about 9 players, 2 goalkeepers, and 7 players. Then like we had about 50 plus players, so it was very difficult.
Competition was very stiff.
It was very stiff. Like we had to give it all for you to find yourself in that team. So but we kept training, we kept pushing hard, gave it all, not until I reduced to 9. Then with that work, I was part of the 9 players.
Okay. How was the feeling just being in Nigeria? We can see those visuals, that's in Nigeria.
Yeah, the feeling was massive. Like it was a great experience, like I said earlier. It was a great experience. Like we played against one of the best teams, like in Africa. We played against Nigeria. Nigeria, they're doing fine, like in the Western Union. They're doing fine. Nigeria, we had to beat them like 2-0. Then we met Kenya. Kenya, we are in the same group with Kenya. We had to defeat them 2-1, like in the group stages. Then we had to meet them again, like in the semi-finals, which we had to defeat them like 4-1 for us to qualify to the finals against one of the best teams like in Africa, that's South Africa. Like they have been dominating the African work like for too long now. With South Africa, we drew 1-1, and then we had to lose in the penalty shootout like 2-0.
It was a painful loss, right?
It was a painful loss, but at the end of the day, like we qualified to the Youth Olympics. Yeah, because they only needed two teams. Like, yes,
Okay.
that's how we made it to the Youth Olympics.
Okay. I saw that dance there. What were you dancing for? Was it after qualifying for the final?
Yes, like it was after beating Kenya 4-1. Then everyone knew that the road is open, like we have already qualified to the Youth Olympics. Yeah, that was the dance. That was the dance.
See.
Yeah.
And I saw, I think you danced the most there, number 8. She's number 8.
Yeah, like I was injured like in the semi-final match.
Mm.
The same match, I was injured. Like I sustained an injury. Like I was hit with a ball on my knee. It was very painful.
Okay.
A very painful one, but at the end, it resulted into the celebration. Like, yeah, sure.
How was the unit in camp with other, sports personalities? I can see that's Kennedy Luchembe, athletics. I can see others from equestrian circles, Banty Howard, Ariana Castle. There, how was the unity?
Different lessons, like we had different lessons, like and different sports, athletics, badminton, like swimming, but we all carried the same flag, Zambia. That was the first motivation which we had. Like, as we were starting off, we were encouraged to, as if we can't do it for ourselves, we better do it for the country. So which everyone had the same motive, despite being with different sports, despite having different careers, like we all had the same motive, put Zambia on the map. And luckily enough, we came out with medals, like almost every athlete came with
So that was the Slaughter Stadium. Is that the stadium you are using to play games?
No.
Okay, that one was for training.
That was the stadium we were using to play the game, of which it was very much difficult for us because we were using a sandy-based pitch. And in Algeria, there were no hockey pitch by then. So of which we had to use a football pitch, like an artificial football turf. That's what we used, of which it was very difficult, like to control the ball and the right expert. Luckily enough, we had all the skills and the techniques to play like on almost every field. So we managed.
Okay, but at OIDC there's also an artificial turf, not so? That's what you use?
No, like at OIDC there's an artificial sand turf.
Okay.
It's a sand turf.
Okay.
Like it's specifically for hockey.
Okay.
Yeah, like in Algeria, there were not such a pitch.
Is that you there? Oh.
Yes, that's me.
Okay, and that's at OIDC?
That's at OIDC.
That's during a practice match?
Yeah, practice match.
What's the name of that goalkeeper?
Jeff Pidi.
Okay.
Like it was our first choice.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Nice one. Nice one.
That was during camp.
Sure. Okay.
Let me get back to Harrison. Harrison, have you ever played for the national team?
Yes, I've played for the national team before. That was in 2019 February. Yeah, we went to Zimbabwe for the AfroBasket qualifiers, but unfortunately we couldn't make it. We lost to Madagascar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
In your own view, why do you think maybe the Zambian national team has been struggling to qualify for these AfroBasket championships?
I think on my side, I think we lack incentives. Yeah, no motivation for the national team. Yeah, even for the last trip we had, it had to take certain individuals to remove money from their pockets just to sponsor us to travel. So I think we really need a good sponsorship to come on board. I think that's one big factor that we're missing. I think incentives to motivate the players.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me hear from also David. Do you also face the same challenge of incentives? Because people would, like in Zambia mostly, people follow football so much and they feel maybe these other sports disciplines struggle. They term them as minor sports. Do you have such challenges as well, hockey?
Like as in for hockey, that's the major challenge which we are facing currently. Like hockey has been doing fine, like recently. If my memory reads me well, hockey is the first team sport to qualify to the Youth Olympics game. It's the first ever team sport to ever compete at the Youth Olympic Games. And during these previous Olympic Games, it has always represented Zambia very well. I remember very well in 2017, I was part of the first national team that I went to Arusha, Tanzania, for the Africa Cup qualifiers. We made victorious there. We qualified, came out first. We qualified to Egypt, but we couldn't make it due to the insufficient fund, of which that's the major challenge we are facing at work. Okay. We're lacking support, and it's really bringing us down.
Okay.
Sure.
Harrison, how lucrative is the sport of basketball? Would you advise someone to join basketball?
Yeah, it's not very lucrative, but you know, it's there's a lot of opportunities, yeah, because you get to network with a lot of people, yeah, because you get to know people that are in finance. You know, it's like a pool of connections, yeah. Not necessarily, it's not about the money, but it's who you can get connected to at the end of the day, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's see some of the visuals. The game between Unza Pesas and Matero Magic. I know it's one of the big games. Every time it's being played, it's like a tense game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But you've never played for them in a league game.
No, I've never played for them in a league game here in Zambia.
Okay.
No, only international in SA and in Rwanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But obviously, you've played against them when you are with Bulldogs. You've played against Unza Pesas. You've played against Matero Magic.
Yeah, several times. Several times, yes.
Okay. How is it playing such teams like these teams, Unza Pesas and Matero Magic?
No, yeah, it's always tough. It's always tough, yeah. But from such games, you get to learn a lot because such players have a lot of experienced players. So you get to learn one or two things from such players, yeah, which you end up bettering your game at the end of the day as well. Whether win or lose, you end up learning something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are some of the players who would say, no, these are very good? Even when you meet them on the court, you find challenges. Yeah. Like in Zambia at the moment, who are some of those players? For
example, there's Tito Njovu. There's Kando.
He's tall like this?
Yeah, he's very tall, yeah. Huge than me. He's one of my biggest competitors. There's also Kando from Buffaloes. Yeah, there's also Michael. There are quite a lot. Okay. Quite a lot, yeah.
And in that game, I can see for Matero Magic, I was seeing Fred Kaela, I was seeing Chongo Chona.
Yeah, even Chongo Chona is one of the best players. So it's always tough when
incredible. I'm sure those should be Unza fans.
Yeah. Should be doing a championship or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So where would you want to reach in your basketball career?
I think my biggest goal for now is to take NAPSA Hurricanes to the Basketball Africa League. Yeah, you know, NBA has introduced a league in Africa. Yeah, I think that would be the biggest thing I want to do for now. Yeah, I think qualifying for that tournament every year, I think it would be one of the best things that I want to do for my career for now. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so gentlemen, I'll get back to you. For now, we introduce another song, this time by 1J, titled Vuvuzela.
Zambia tupondo chachine umfa vuvuzela chachine msoli wa chisungu chachine tulumbe wa Zambia walulavu opponenti nalala chachine kipa na shipula chachine nasi mkimana chachine seni tubalonge chachine Zambia balange Deva chibiri nachifwengemuka n'abasangalala Bazambia tukondo umva vuvuzela musoli wa chisungu kulumbe Bazambia walulavu wabonentina alala kipa nashipula nazimdimana seni tubalonge Zambia balange
One J there with Vuvuzela. Dedication to the Chipolopolo. We're taking on Mauritania on Friday at 18 hours. So all the best to the Chipolopolo. Before we come to the end of the program, let me engage my guests, and then later on we do the challenges. Harrison, I want to find out, okay, before I ask you on what else you do apart from basketball, how long do you think it would take for maybe the national team of basketball to bring glory, like we saw with the football team in 2012?
Yeah, I think it will be very soon. Yeah, because we have a lot of young players that are emerging now with that energy to win. I think maybe the next 4 to 5 years it will be a different story.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to that. Okay, so what else do you do apart from playing basketball?
I work full-time for Premier Group. Yeah, we run 2 companies. There's a security company and a supplies company. Currently, I'm working as an assistant finance and admin officer. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And you manage very well to navigate between work and sport.
Yeah, I manage. It's all about, I think it's all about time management. I must leave work by 17. Yeah, then I rush for practice. The good part is that we start practice at 18:30, so which is a plus again. So I manage. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
David, what else do you do apart from hockey?
I'm a student at Cavendish University. I'm a medical student.
Medical student?
Sure.
Ah, interesting. So we're having very educated sportsmen and women. Do you think one can be a full-time sportsman, especially in Zambia, with the so-called minor sports disciplines? Harrison?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's
yeah, I've
possible.
seen, for instance, footballers, they only play football and then they earn their salary at the end of the month. But with these other sports disciplines, do you think it happens in Zambia?
Can you phrase the question?
Do you think it happens where someone only plays, for instance, only basketball without doing any other things?
No, I think it's very difficult. It's very difficult because the more you grow up, the more responsibilities you have. So definitely, if you're not getting much in that certain discipline, it will definitely, you won't manage. You won't manage, yeah. Responsibilities will definitely take over.
Yeah, true. What about you, David, in hockey?
It's the same thing. Like as in hockey, it's waste. Because in hockey, we are lacking sponsors, we are lacking sponsorship. Even our league isn't well funded. So which like most people play hockey just because they love it.
For passion?
For passion.
Well,
Otherwise,
and this is one thing that has to change, right?
Sure.
It shouldn't only be passion, but people should earn something at the end of the day.
Sure.
All right. Give us the experience of Argentina when you represented the country as vice captain and you went there and competed.
It was a great experience playing for the country, like at the Youth Olympic Games. It was a massive experience. Like we all knew that everyone is watching you. You feel motivated. Like our families were behind us, everyone. Of which we played our first game against the host. Argentina, which was a bit trick for us because they had the home advantage. We lost that game, but we never gave up. Kept on pushing, not until we qualified to the semi-finals. Then played against the 2 times defending champion, Australia. Then I went there, like everyone believed we were the underdogs. Like Zambia against Australia. Australia, the defending champion, like for the previous 2 Olympics. Then everyone looked down on us, but went there, matched victoriously, and the world were like, wow, they can play hockey. We defeated Algeria 6-4. Then went in and met again the host. Unfortunately, we didn't make it. That's how our journey ended. We came out 4th.
Wow, incredible achievement. And there you are playing on a smooth surface.
There, like, it was our first time playing on water-based surface. Like, we never had that experience of which everything just happened from there. So, like, it was a bit trick for us, but big ups to our coach, Samuel Tagwire. He gave us the instructions of which and our manager, Floyd Tsomba. Yeah, they were there for us, and they equipped us with everything which we needed for us to play.
Okay. Gentlemen, time for challenges now. I want to see how physical you are, whether you do a lot of training. So I'll challenge you to arm wrestling. So you can go to that podium there. You can go and drop the ball. Then you do arm wrestling. So you do 3 times. Then we'll see who the winner will be. Harrison, how old are you?
24 years old.
24. So we'll see whether you use height and age advantage over David. So you can go over there on that podium. Yeah. So you rest your elbows nicely. Okay. Right. So yes. So you rest your elbows nicely there.
Like this?
Yes, like that. So when I say go, that's when you go. So I'll count up to 3. When I say go, that's when you go. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go. So it's hockey up against basketball. Who is the strongest? Who has been training hard? I can see David being defeated slowly, but is he going to manage? He's still hanging on. Oh. So the first round, it's Harrison who's won. I don't know if he's using age advantage or height advantage. Okay, so you try again, second time.
Let's try different.
If Harrison wins, then he's the winner. If David wins, then you go for the last one. Okay, so wait until I count, until I say go. 1, 2, 3. Go! Is David going to come back? Or we'll see Harrison taking up this one. It's a tight one. David hanging on. And Harrison looks like he wants to clinch another one. These boys are very strong. David hanging on. Well, Harrison, well done. The winner is Harrison Banda from basketball. Well done. So these are the guests I had. Until next week at the same time, my name is Modern Sinkala. See you next week. Goodbye.